Hello everyone, watch this review here where they look at the Eaglemoss Omega Red. Now while I typically don't review Eaglemoss figures, or figurines really, given that he's a special figure, which basically means an oversized figure, has some extras and stuff, I figured, you know what, why not. Omega Red, also one of my favorite villains. As you'll notice, the packaging has a lot more decoration on it than your standard release. In fact, I don't really recall seeing any decorations in the normal releases, but there's a tendril running up and down the side of the bag, and then the front here it's got this other decoration. Then of course the character name, etc. Now in case if you're wondering why there's some green stuff in there, the seller that I bought this from uses additional packing material so stuff doesn't get damaged during shipment. I do appreciate when sellers go that little extra mile. Hold on a second. Alright, since the first question on your mind is probably how much bigger is he than a normal release, let me answer that by saying not very. Here is Enchantress. As you'll notice, Enchantress has a significantly smaller base, but is roughly the same height, although Omega Red is in a crouching pose here and does make use of a bit more lead. That's right, for those of you not familiar with the series, these are lead figurines, meaning that they're deemed poisonous or whatever in the state of California and are advised as such. Not the rest of the world, mind you, just the state of California. So it's kind of funky. Now, while I feel that this isn't a spectacular looking Omega Red, I couldn't pass up picking up an Omega Red because, again, one of my favorite villains. Mostly because of the really kick-ass tendrils. Now, the figure comes with a few extras. As always, we do get the magazine, which I'll go into in a second, but he comes with this little, I guess, additional box thing, which, when you have him back in his box, you just fit this thing around it, and then you have this image of Omega Red on the outer box. I don't know if I'll ever use it, because I don't think I'll put these things back in their boxes, ever. I mean, even if I was, say, going to, move somewhere else, and then I'd probably just wrap these up rather than go the extra stuff. As for the poster, it's one of those sort of chintzy things you probably had as a kid, where magazines include them, and then it's just a fold-out, 4-page spread. Granted, it's a very cool-looking one, and I probably will actually toss it on my wall. It's a double-sided one. On one side you have that kick-ass spread from I think I have that issue, but on the other side you have just a generic, boring-looking Omega Red. Can't really see his eyes, but his tendrils are flying out and everything. Which I guess is cool, but again, this is the look I prefer. I think it was used as a comic cover. I can't remember offhand, though. I definitely recognize this image, and yeah, Omega Red could take out an entire team. It's just that awesome. But yeah, half the draw to these things are these little magazines they come with, which contain a sort of abridged character history and stuff. Usually kind of greatly abridged, but they have some really cool artwork and stuff. And even if you dispute some of the things that are in there, it's still interesting as a whole retrospective, and it even includes little notable issues. Omega Red, if you're not aware, is a more recent character. It's only the 90s, I think. Yeah, 90s. Which, was right around the time they had the X-Men, the animated series, and all that good stuff. Back of the issue, it has Wolverine slashing at Omega Red. So if you folded the whole thing out, get this kind of cool scene. Not quite something you'd stick on a wall, but you know what? Still pretty damn awesome. So yeah, this has been a look at the Eaglemoss Omega Red. Just a little bit light on details, because I mean the face sculpt here, kind of crappy. Not a lot of paint washes, which is kind of disappointing, given that they do go all out in some of the other figures from the line. Just really solid colors and stuff. But hey, it's Omega Red, so kinda had to pick this one up. Till next time, folks.